Well, hello, welcome to Drawing with Fire. I am Valerie, your neighborhood pyrography artist, and I'm joined today with hubby.
Okay.
We're running late for some reason. Don't know how that happened. Alrighty, and today I'm only going to spend another hour on Nadja in this form. And what I mean by that is I hate this wood. Hate this wood. I have never cleaned my tips in the 3 years that I've had them as much as I've cleaned them just on this board. So I'm going to redo this. We're going to continue going on Nadia next week, but it will be on hopefully a piece of basswood. I will burn up to where I am by tomorrow after the live, and we will continue from there. Alrighty, hey, Andrea, Spence, Barb, Burl. Yeah, got you guys. Alrighty, so I'm heating up my pen to 3.5. I want Jason to time how long I can burn before I have to stop and clean my pen again. And this shows just how much carbon I'm having to pull off the pen at any given time. So I've already got the pen heated. It is clean. Are you ready?
I thought it was.
Do you want my phone?
No, I got it.
Just switch it over to, there you go. Alrighty, so I'm at 3.5 with the 18S, and I'm just gonna continue into the hair. I just realized I need my reference, kind of. We're just gonna fall over the place. See, I thought, I wasn't paying attention. I thought this was a solid piece of poplar. It's not. It's two pieces that have been glued together, and the carbon has actually taken it down almost to the glue layer. So are you on your mark? Get set. Let's go. A touchdown. And so this is just 3.5, where I normally don't have to clean. Even after an hour and a half of burning on birch. So I'm not even going the full 4. 4 is what I was doing up here. And I've been trying. See, I feel already a lot of carbon. I'll keep going until I can see it. Yeah, it's on the... Okay, stop.
Okay.
How long did I get?
You get 35 seconds.
I got 35 seconds before I got carbon coming off my pen. So I'm going to quickly heat up the tin, hit it on the wax, get it pulled, let the tip heat up for a few seconds, let the wax burn off, and I'm going to bump it down to 3. I'm going to turn my pen off real quick, let it cool, then I'll wipe just to make sure the wax is completely off the tip, and we start over. And this is what I've been doing for the last 2 freaking days of working on her. I've tried different pens, I've tried different heat settings. Alright, we're going to try it again. I've lowered down to 3. That was at 3.5.
I'm ready.
And I'm letting the pen heat up. Carbon. See, some of the carbon even gets down into the grain. I'm hoping when I wipe the board it'll come off. I still see a little on the tip. And go. And see, at 3 I should get a little longer, but it's also going to take longer.
Barb B wants to know, do you need higher or lower heat with poplar?
With this poplar, I don't recommend at all. Other poplars I have not tried. I'm going to guess a lower heat, like basswood. And I have a feeling it may be how this particular wood is processed. So I'm at 3. And I probably should zoom in so you guys can see when the tip starts getting dirty, because the tip actually, see, I'm going to wipe that carbon off and keep going. Actually, it's on the top of the pen now. This is just not something I'm used to. It happened with the dragon, but since she's got dark hair, plus I was going to make this dark all around it, it's just I've been using the wax because I don't want to put extra wear on my pins. I'm sure it won't hurt them too much, but see, that's carbon that just burned into the grain. And I can feel it dragging, but I'll keep going. It just makes a mess of the wood. And since I don't know how close I am to the glue layer, and this poplar smells funny. I don't know if poplar smells funny in general. And burning, this one does. Let me zoom in. Go. I also don't like the lack of smoothness in her face. And I do have, see, and I shouldn't have any smoke at 3. Let me get some smoke. And carbon. So I'm pushing through. See how dirty I can get this, how long it takes to really get this pin dirty. What are we at?
2 minutes and 22 seconds.
I think I told you 3 minutes is about where I was. Yeah, I can feel the drag. And the burn has black in it. That's carbon. And look how dirty that pin is. Done. I don't know how well that you can see it. That's
2 minutes and 43 seconds.
That's all carbon right there on that tip. Let me see. Make sure I can get it good.
Greg's here.
Hey, Greg. So I'm going to go up to 10. And I've had even more carbon on the pin. You can see it when it heats up, that black. And then I'm going to tap it into the wax.
Burl says that wood looks like a lot grainier than the solid poplar that she used.
Yeah, I have a feeling solid poplar is probably much better than this stuff.
And Spence wants to know, is that going to wreck your pen?
Well, no, my pen's all clean. It's just I don't like having to constantly wipe it in the aluminum oxide. That's why I'm doing the wax to pull, so that I'm not rubbing. You know, it might leave a little bit of carbon on like it did, but once I wipe it on my strop, it's off. So that's why I've been using the wax in this case. Alright, so I don't even know if I want to put any more time into her hair, knowing that after tomorrow I will not be burning on this piece anymore. Basswood will do a much better job that I think I'll be happier with. So I think we will move on to just blocking in some of her jacket to show that it's 2 pieces glued together. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's really thin. There's a core right in the middle. And it's pretty thin. So even her jacket, let's see here. I don't know if I have a sepia full photo up. But see, her jacket is as dark where it's getting hit by the light. It's as dark here as right here that I can't get too dark because of this carbon issue. So we just...
Greg says he did the fox on solid poplar and it was nice.
Well, I'm sure solid is fine. This is not solid. This is that one stuff that I did the dragon on.
Yeah. I can see that the graininess that you're talking about much better.
I'm going actually really dark.
Let me know when you have to clean again.
Alright, did you already start?
Yeah, I just started.
Because I forgot to say anything.
I've been watching.
Yeah, I think I'll get a much better burn with the basswood. And the basswood that I ordered I ordered 4 different thicknesses, but it's all 8" by 24", so I can cut it down and get 2 8x10s, which is the size of this, and a 4x8. and I'll get a much better burn. This is, I'm just not. So I'm still on 3. And I'm flat on the board. You see, this jacket has texture to it, but I don't even know that I'm gonna excuse me, try with this one. Let's get our shadow in there. So everything I do here, I'm gonna have to do over the week. And even though the basswood comes in those longer heats, I can use a handsaw to cut it.
Greg wants to know where to order basswood.
I have, because of what's going on with this piece, let me try out what I ordered first and see what I think. And I will give you the code and website next week, because I feel bad. You already bought this because I showed it with the dragon, and so you're stuck with wood that I expected to be better than it was, and I feel bad about that. So let me test out this basswood, because I do have a 10% code off for everybody, but I want to test it first before it comes out of New York. My order was supposed to be here on Thursday, but for some reason UPS.
Barb wants to know where in Canada can they order basswood sheets?
Talk to Burl. That's not something for Canada.
Okay, Burl is in chat. So.
Yeah, Burl's in chat. I don't know if this place.
Lee Valley, she says.
Excuse me. So just getting these ruffles in, or not ruffles, these are the folds in the fabric. And see, I'm having a little better time with this than, for whatever reason, the hair on that side of the wood is just...
And Greg says, could always burn it in the fire.
You know what?
Yeah. Have you been listening to us, Greg? Have you been listening to Val earlier? Somehow?
I hate this wood.
Through the ether.
Yes, through the ether. Nando, I told you. Ugh, I just hate this wood. It is not enjoyable at all for me at this point. It was just a waste of money. Because I was hoping if I changed how I burned, what tips I used, that maybe I would, because some woods are picky that way. And once you adjust a little bit to those aspects of it, you know, it'll be fine. But I don't know how bad poplar smells burnt, but this does not have a good smell. I wouldn't say chemical smell, it just doesn't smell right. So I'm using very light hand on 3 and just trying to...
Greg says, I think she likes.
No. I don't know that there's been too many things that I've shown on camera that I just have gotten to the point that I hate. It takes a lot. There's some things I don't like. This. Ugh. It's a waste of money. And I feel bad. That's why I don't have any links for it in the description. Again, other people may not have issue with it, but I do. The company was also not good on getting back to me. I'm really starting to feel the car. I'm just trying to let it build up how we would normally burn. I feel it. Pattern here. We restarted watching the show.
We're about halfway through the first season.
Is it already halfway?
Oh, yeah. But there are only 10 episodes a season.
It means we're going to have to watch it again. I love this show.
You can watch the movie again, too.
I actually love the
Well, I
show
like the show
better.
better, too, because there's more of it.
Yeah. Well, it also
The
feels
movie is
different.
good.
Too. I do still have the link. I don't get anything from it. I do have the link down in the description for the Hulu link for the show. And if you don't have it, at least last week they had some kind of 7-day trial. I highly recommend the show.
Yeah, you could, if it was a 7-day free trial, you could easily watch it.
All of it, yeah.
Because the episodes are only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think they're 30 minutes. So.
20 something. Okay. See, this all needs to go darker. Yeah, this is just some nasty wood. I would rather be burning this on pine. That says a lot.
You don't like pine?
Exactly, I don't like pine. But I could do it better on pine than with this wood.
Well, the substrate is an important part of the whole art equation.
It is.
And if the substrate is not helping you, if it's hindering you, or if it's... Same thing happens in other art forms. And when I paint on canvas, if the canvas is... If the surface doesn't take the gesso right,
Yeah.
or if the gesso is flaking off because the gesso is not good, or just there's a bad reaction, or if the surface is like it's not pliable or absorbent enough.
Your voice is so quiet.
They can hear me.
But I'm supposed to be listening to you too, aren't I?
Yes. I'm waiting for you to tell me to stop.
I know. I'm trying to push through as much as I can.
We've been going for quite a while now.
What are we on?
8 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if it... See, like even the color of the burn. Look at the difference between the color. I don't know how much you can... Do you see the difference in that? I'm getting a brown burn over here. More of a sepia burn. And look at the color of that burn.
Yeah, it's different. It's more lighter golden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, poplar does have green in it. And some of it. But that's a big difference in tonal value. I'll have to up and equalize out the because I know you can see it. I'm gonna stop. My tip is dirty. It's been dirty for a while.
9 minutes, 10 seconds.
And that's the longest.
Do you want me to keep timing you?
No, at this point I think we've got an idea.
I believe we do.
Yeah, I think we... Alright, I've upped to show better what the burn looks like on the camera. And you can see the yellow on this side and the brown on this side. And actually it looks a little glary too good. And her face looks whiter on camera. I'm gonna do this. Let's see what the camera does. Nope. Alright, let's clean this tip. No. That carbon was a little different, so it's not showing up like it was. It's just frustrating. And I'm having to clean more than I ever have. On 3, no less. The pen. And see, the thing is all this needs to go darker. But with how the wood is reacting, I have a feeling I'm not going to get the kind of burn I expect. So, yeah, I think I normally, if I don't like a burning, I will at some point try to finish it. Even if it means put it to the side for a long while, I will still try to finish it. But this is actually the wood that I'm upset with. Alright. Let's darken this. And I'm trying to follow the roundness of her sleeve. That's why this I'm making the strokes curve. I mean, I guess we might as well talk about it while we're doing it, huh?
We got about 6 minutes left till 6:30.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, we were a couple minutes late. I didn't realize it. So let's see right here, because this is already turned a different color burn wise. This is her scarf. So let's see. And I'm still on 3. The lace, I don't even want to mess with the lace until it's on the basswood. So let's just get her. Fabric to me is one of the easiest things. It may feel a little bit overwhelming, a little much. But if you take your time with it, see, I already feel a bunch of carbon. Take your time with it and just try to get the tones right. It will look like fabric. Now, I will say here I use the My Art Graphic transfer paper, and in here I used the Walnut Hollow. And I don't think that is playing any kind of role. And I was using the small spoon shader, and that worked okay to smooth out some areas of the skin. See, I've already got carbon. And it burns very easily into the wood. So same heat, same tip. I'm just moving over to where this wood is just very uneven in color. What sucks is it's being advertised as wood for pyrography. Now, I realize people need to make money, but I would say this is, because how thin it is, I could see cutting it like balsa wood for models and stuff. Might be an option. See here. You wanted me to get as much as I could. Did you see how much I'm fighting that?
I see it. Some of it might have to be gestural. I realize that's not your style, but
we're just practicing me speeding up and burning. See how fast I can get me. Sometimes I take too long. So again, we'll still be working on Nadia next week, just on a different piece of wood. See, that's already so dirty. I did all that without having to stop, but this makes no sense to me. Makes no sense.
Spence says, I feel frustrated for you.
I think I'll get it done quicker on the basswood. It is. So I mean, sometimes I know people get frustrated with burning and think they're doing a horrible job, but sometimes it truly is just the surface you're using. What's wrong?
I was just thinking, sometimes they get frustrated and they think they're doing a horrible job, but actually they're doing okay.
Well, yeah.
Like you.
Like animal?
Like you.
Like me?
Yes. You get frustrated and you think you're not doing a good job. You're convinced of it.
Well, I know I'm doing okay with this. And then I'm fighting the wood.
Andrea says she has some of that wood. She gets upset too.
Oh, good. It's not just me. I mean, not good, because I don't want you to be frustrated. But good. Did you buy it? Because, I mean, if so, I am so sorry. I feel bad. If we could return the this wood, I would highly recommend your request to return it. Actually, I might still be able to. I have a box of 11 by 14 that I have not opened. It's still in its shipping box. I might actually contact the company and see if I can get the money back on that.
Is it thin panels like this?
Yeah, it's just a bigger version of this.
Burl still likes maple. And I like maple bars. But I haven't had one in a long time.
Let's see. This is the other side of her jacket. She wears the most wonderful clothes.
It's very goth.
But it looks so cool.
Right, you could make that your style. I mean, not in the summer, clearly, but in the wintertime. I can see you sitting out on the porch in a black frilly jacket, black frilly dress, big cravat.
Yes, because I wear so many dresses. Anyway, see, and I'm not getting the same.
Hissing at the FedEx guy.
No, it's a UPS guy that was late with my package. So, same heat setting.
She says no, she got it herself. That wasn't because of
Okay.
you.
No, just know it's not just you. At all.
Well, the more that you know, right?
Yeah. If I had time to cut and sand and get this burned this far all tonight, we'd start on the basswood tomorrow. That's how bad I'm hating this. See, it's all dirty already. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how much that is. This is not normal. That is not normal. And that was just doing this little area compared to that. Let's get it cleaned. There you go. You can see it's going to burn some of it off. I need to move it away from my legs. Oh, no, it didn't. I'm going to have a big piece on this wax. I thought I would. It didn't. This is floating in there. Very frustrating. Turn it down, turn it off. And I always try to turn the temperature down first. That way I don't forget about it when I turn it back on. And then it's going cherry red. And I'm like, what in the world's happening? Alright, I'm going to get off that side because it's just not worth it. And I think next week we'll start on the food. There we go. I'll clean again. The wax is definitely making this easier. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? First one, turn on. So we have some jacket in here. We have some jacket in here. We want to have some jacket in here. The lace, I'm not too worried about. I think my pattern's strong enough for it. But this just does not come out right. Very disappointed in the wood. Do you have any more questions or?
No, I think they're just watching. They're talking about Barb is getting information from Burl on how to order maple.
Ah. Well, I'm looking forward to the basswood. Hopefully, the CEO of the company assures me that it's solid pieces, very thin, which is the way I like it. He's looking for some wider pieces for us. And that is very high quality. And he contacted me to give me the code for everybody.
Very cool.
Granted, he's getting a shout out in the video, but alright.
So, what's your strategy for getting this done? Because I figure you're going to go for like 6 more minutes, and then you'll have 30 more minutes tomorrow. So, what are you prioritizing in that time to get it as complete as possible? Which I know that's like, it's a really unrealistic time, but I'm just saying, what are you going to focus on?
I don't know.
Because I think that's a really good problem solving.
But you're talking about
Strategy.
the whole piece.
Yeah. I mean, you're clearly you're not be able to get the background details.
I guess tomorrow I can work on. See, I didn't want to do too much. That way I can catch up easier.
Well, you don't have to necessarily. I would say just do gesturally. You know, some of the, like, she's got lace, that white lace, and you don't even necessarily need to do the food, you know, even though that's part of the composition that you want to get done for the better piece. But I would say that for her, like, focus on her head and shoulders and
You're gonna get mad at what I'm about to say.
What are you gonna say?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Well, there's a purpose for it. It's a purpose
I know,
that we
it's
cannot disclose.
I
It's a
know.
secret.
You weren't supposed to say anything like that.
I know.
Then why you did?
Because people will think.
No, I don't want them to think, because I don't know what's happening with that.
Okay, well.
I don't want them to think.
That's why it's a secret.
Alright. Where'd it go? See, I'm still on 3. I haven't gone any higher up. But the burn, if it would...
Sorry.
Even if I had to clean this much, if the burn looked like this, I might push through it. But this ugly yellow over here, it's too big of a difference.
Girls and internet starting to lag, but it's not us.
Okay. It's just... I'm just cutting around his face. Yeah, he will look much better next week. This part of this is just embarrassing.
Spence says, haha, she doesn't want us to think. LOL.
Not like that.
Don't think.
I don't want you to think.
Only Optima. Optima.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I just don't want them to be wondering what's going on.
I know.
Not yet.
Little intrigue is never bad.
I also don't want to jinx it.
We're not gonna jinx it.
Don't want to jinx it. I think people get mad at me when I do that.
Mm-mm. You are beloved by your community, except for the one person.
Do we have the one person in?
Oh yeah,
They've already hit us?
Yeah, they've hit us. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for your engagement.
Yep, thanks for your engagement. Wonder if they're still watching. Because everybody's welcome to leave constructive criticism. Just don't be an asshole about it. That's all I care about.
You tuned me out, Burl? Oh my god.
Somebody may not feel that I'm giving Nadja, presenting her.
I don't think that's it at all. It's highly unlikely a different person would show up every week and find something to thumbs down about. This is somebody. Somebody is fixated on it.
They'll go away in a few weeks. They always do. They get bored and find somebody else to...
I mean, if they want to stick around and thumbs down us, that's
fine. Engagement.
That's fine.
It actually helps.
Yep.
Because the YouTube looks at it and goes, oh, even if they didn't like it, they still engaged with it. So we'll show it to other people.
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm not going to push any further.
Well, we are 1 minute away from 6:40.
But we weren't 10 minutes late, though.
No. You said you wanted to go longer, so I figured 10 minutes.
Alright, so that's it's not as dirty as it was before. But that's working on this side. I don't understand what's going on with this side of the wood. That is not normal.
Highly irregular.
It is.
See what I did there? See, because it's also irregular. Don't stop believing.
Cleaning out the wax. Burning it off.
Yes, Spence. Even the thumbs down are good.
Yep, even the thumbs down are good. Because YouTube just sees it as engagement. Either way. Either way. So, the thumbs down is just somebody saying something not so nice, but even that not so nice helps.
Any questions?
Yeah, tomorrow, I don't even know if I want to put any more work into this tomorrow. I am hating it that much. I want to be able to get these contrasts and let me up the light. There we go. Change that light. The change in color is just amazing to me. And these gouges right here, what that happened right there was carbon was attached to the tip, and I made a stroke, and it actually lifted the grain out of the wood. So that's actual gouges in it.
Pearl sent you flowers.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. So do we have any
I don't
questions?
see any questions. Also a guitar, so I'm assuming you rock?
Yes.
Unless it has nothing to do with you and this is a message or something else. Spence is sending hugs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, shoot, I don't know what to do about tomorrow. We can see how bad I can destroy this board.
Well, no, I'd really like to see how far you can get with it in 30 minutes.
Alright. Yes, Drill Sergeant.
And, no
Is it
more
whoop?
complaining from you. Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Where's my milk and cookies?
Yep, exactly. You need to
So
tell
you're
me.
going to do cadence.
Yep, you need to, yep. Get your Optima in your right hand. Burn it. Burn it some more. No complaining.
That's not a cadence, that was robot talk.
That's a running cadence.
Oh, well, we ain't running.
Oh, well, shit.
This body ain't
You're
running.
running now, princess.
This body ain't running. Not happening.
You need to tell them something?
I do. I gotta bump down that. It's driving me nuts. Now, the wood, I actually got a text while we were live, so I'm guessing the wood is on the porch.
Well, dogs wouldn't freak out, though.
Yeah, I know, but I got a text, and I get a text with delivery.
Oh, okay.
So...
Maybe they just threw it at the
No.
house.
No.
No. Okay.
Alright. Oop.
Just throw it.
My phone. Alrighty, don't forget there's something so important. Say it with me.
I will.
You're
Always bring dry
awesome.
socks before a boat journey.
You can do this.
No?
You're a pyro artist. We will see you in the morning at 11
I
a.m.
got it once.
AZ time. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Next week, Nadia will be so much better. Happy burning. Bye.